Um, so I understand that this is your second time in Nepal.
Yes.
So how has your impression of Nepal been like?
I see more buildings, more construction, same like India, there is a little more here, there are some malls, there's a KFC now. Similar changes, a little more.
And tell us about the workshop that you're going to attend tomorrow.
It's a part of a career fair I've come here for, and I think there's a lot of students who want guidance on their career and just some motivation and self confidence on just dreaming and having a good goal in life. A lot of times I find in certain parts, like I find the youth is not confident, so they don't even aim high. So if they don't aim high, then they won't even try. They just accept that I'm only going to be this. So I'm going to try to motivate them.
So is it a one-day workshop?
It's just like around at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So it's around 2 hour lecture.
So do you think that this will make a difference in the youth?
I do this a lot. I've done a lot. I've done more than 75 cities. I've done it. So it'll make some difference. I don't know lots or not, but people have liked it and they like, youngsters need role models and they don't get role models. Normally they have role models who are film or cricket or like things like that in India. So, but if they have a writer then and somebody who can talk about career, then they welcome it.
Talking about role model, do you have your own role model?
Yeah, I have many role models. I have a Steve Jobs or a Mark Zuckerberg, those global entrepreneurs.
Okay. And about being motivated, like have you always been a self-motivated person?
No, I think we all need motivation. I think I go through phases where I feel very motivated and I go through phases where I feel very undermotivated.
So how do you deal with that, your bad days when you're undermotivated?
I think that's why everybody needs motivation from time to time. Either you read articles on motivation or watch a video or talk to friends. But you have to first realize that I'm having a motivation problem, not an ability problem. See, some people have an ability issue. They are not able to do it. But a lot of times it's just a motivation issue. They feel they can't do it.
So this is what prompted you to become a motivational speaker?
Yeah, because a lot of youth was reading my books and I felt like, what else can I do for them? And anywhere I used to go, they used to ask about the books, but they used to ask a lot more on career. So I started around the last time when I came here. That's when I started, maybe like 3 years back. But now it's quite I do it quite often.
Okay. So like you also quit your investment banking career for writing.
Yeah.
I mean, how did that come up with?
I just, the books started doing really well, and I was lucky that readers were reading book after book after book. So I felt, because I wanted to do other things, I wanted to write on politics, I wanted to do motivation talks, so I couldn't continue in banking. I wanted to be more than just a books writer, so I needed time.
Okay. So this was not at all planned, like you wanted?
No, it just kind of happened. Even now, it's not fully planned. It's just happening.
So you have no
movies,
regrets?
for example, it was not planned. It just happened. Yeah.
Okay. So you have no regrets?
No, there's no regrets really. I mean, and whenever you try new things, some things work really well, some don't work really well. So yeah.
So how different is Chetan Bhagat, the writer, and Chetan Bhagat, the motivational speaker?
Similar, but writing is more about imagination. So there I'm writing stories, I'm writing imagination, romance, emotions. Whereas motivation is about understanding psychology of an individual. So there is some link, but you can say motivation is non-fiction because I'm not making a story.
So like, is there anything like the most motivational thing anybody has ever told you?
Actually, there's no one thing. What I always say about motivation is you need constant doses. It's the best motivation talk you attend. You will feel good that day, but next day you will need another one. So like taking a bath, you need to keep taking a bath.
Okay. So about your books, any new offering in the pipeline?
I'm writing a movie now, Kick. It's Salman Khan. It's going to come next year. 2 states, a movie is coming next year.
Oh, wow.
And then I'll do a book. I'm doing a book also next year. Everything is next year.
Okay. And any message to the youth of Nepal?
Yeah, I'm really overwhelmed by the response and the love here. I mean, I think they're very active on social media also, people from Nepal. Because rarely I get so many messages and tweets. Yeah, it's just some... Sorry, I'm not thinking. Khichdi लाना? I'm just ordered some khichdi. ये रख दो वापस. So Yeah, I think, like I said, there's no one thing. So, like taking a bath, you need constant doses of motivation.
Okay.
So,
And the mantra of your life.
I think is to don't be serious, just be sincere.
Sensible.
Yeah,
Or
just
sincere.
sincere. Be sincere. Don't be very serious. I'm not a very serious person. I can have fun, but try to be sensible. I think that's also a good one. Maybe I can say be sincere and sensible,
Okay.
because motivation talks are about that.
I see. That's a good question.
So how did it happen that you were an investment banker, busy in banking, with playing with numbers, and you suddenly come into?
Actually, I just wrote as a
writing?
hobby. I had no clue it will become so popular. I never thought one day I'll be coming to Kathmandu for my books. So but it just is destiny. Sometimes it's a destiny is there. Slowly it happened. It didn't happen overnight, but fairly quick by other people's standards.
But how did it click in your mind that going into the writing?
I always have liked telling stories. It's since childhood I have liked expressing myself through the written word and find it very easy. That's the only hobby I had. So other people had other hobbies.
So why wasn't it your first career choice then?
I didn't know. I mean, I just parents keep telling you do engineering, do MBA, and I didn't know whether you can actually make a career. It's typical middle class. Yeah.
Do your own life experiences also sum up, make up your, enter into your stories in fiction?
Yeah, I mean, like Two States
Mhm.
is a book which is on my marriage, and Three Idiots, the film, is based on my college life. Yeah, there is some, not 100%, but yeah. 30
Your
odd.
favorite character from your own book?
I don't know. I think that Ryan, Rancho.
Mine
Yeah.
too.
Also the Ishan in Kaipoche on
And-
the Three Masters.
And Rancho representing you.
No, it's just a ideal character. Actually, he represents the ideal. He's not me, but it's the ideal, aspirational character.
Because you were outstanding there at IIT and IIM. So
No, that's okay. But I was not like such a daredevil like he is.
now you are totally out of banking.
Oh yeah, I left 5 years ago.
I know that.
So I'm out of. Only I have a bank account.
And how does it feel that you are just 39 years and achieved a lot? How does it feel?
I feel very old actually. Especially today, to a very early morning flight.
You stayed 11 years in Singapore and came back to India. Again, you are going to be a Singaporean citizen.
No, I'm an Indian
No?
citizen.
Is it was that rumor?
No, I have Indian passport. I think how I'll come to Nepal then.
So, what is the difference there?
It's a very different medium because you do only part of the job. Part of the job is done by the actors, the music, the art director. So you are only writing instructions and dialogues. So it's a different skill. I'm still learning. I'm not as good at it, frankly. I'm easier with books. Screenplay is more difficult for me. But maybe that's why I'm doing it. To kind of learn. Like Kick is my first pure screenplay. So I'm learning,
So, how is your adaptation into the film industry?
It's good. It was. I feel films reach more people. A lot more people know me because of Kaipoche and Three Idiots. No, I want to come with my family and then do it. Everest Base Camp. One dream is there to do.
But I think you will surely visit the shrine Pashupatinath.
I went last time I went. I don't know. I was just something happened. I don't know. Yesterday I was at this wedding and something. I want to. Before I went, then you have to do a motivation talk. You have to give a lot of energy to the crowd. So I want to make sure I rest enough so that tomorrow I'm like totally charged. So I'll just take rest and let's see.
Most of the critics they don't regard you as a literary person, and you also say that you are an entertainer. You write for entertainment. So what do you find in the literary world yourself?
Not on the VIP table. It's okay. I mean, there is no literary world as such anymore. I write for very different reasons. I write to reach people. So if I have to reach people, I have to write Salman Khan movie, I'll write a Salman Khan movie. And there is something, not everybody gets even that opportunity. So that's what I want to do. I mean, it's okay. If they feel I'm not good enough for their club, it's okay. I mean, I didn't try to join their club, so now you're saying like, it's like, so yeah. I just feel lucky I come here and the strangers, the children will come and listen to me. I mean, they must be doing something right.
And why do you write?
To create change, in the country. Because you have to entertain to make people listen to you. Once they're listening to you, you can talk about motivation, you can talk about politics, they will get influenced. But to build a fan base, you need to be entertaining. That's what I'm doing.
Well, what is the X factor of Chetan and Bhagat's writing?
I don't know. I don't know. Just, I think connect, some people, that is why it is called X factor, because it's unknown. It's called X because it's unknown. What is Salman Khan's X factor versus other actors? I mean, nobody's a bigger star than him. What is it? It's not like there are other actors who can act as well. Everything is there. Everybody has a body. Many actors have a good body. What is it about Salman? Some people, have this gift. God gives them a gift of connect.
Why do you think that? What do you think about people like your books? What is
That you should ask the youngsters who come tomorrow. I think they find it very easy to read and fun and emotional. And I think that's a lot of times people today don't have much time. They want to read a book which is simple and nice and makes them feel good. After a long day at work, they don't want the people have changed. The young generation has changed. And maybe my books, they are still reading. Tomorrow they may not even read any books. Who knows? Playing apps all the time.
Just you are writing in English only and English literary words. So, but have you any plan writing in?
The translations
Hindi?
are there. All the books have been translated in Hindi, and I supervise the translation now for Hindi. I made sure I get a good translator, and the films are in Hindi. I feel if I have to do Hindi, I'll do it in films because that's a much big reach. Hindi books, not that many people read. In fact, the young crowd wants to read English books. They want to, and I write in Hindi newspaper also. So there is a mix. But English is easiest for me.
You are writing columns in Dainik Bhaskar and Times of India. So once you wrote a letter to Mrs. Sonia Gandhi.
Yeah, a long time back.
Yeah. And
I keep writing letters.
does it relate you to politics? I mean, do
No,
you want to join politics?
I don't want to join politics. I'm just writing a letter as a citizen. Because for youth, I want to be their voice, if possible. So that is just a way. In that letter, I talk about the youth issues. That's all. I'm very happy. As non-politician also is good.
And if any party, Indian party, will take you to the parliament then?
They have offered, but I don't want to. I think I can do more from outside because I'm neutral. I really want to do something for the children who love me all over the country, and I don't think joining politics, it has a lot of negative things. So at least not now, not for 10 years, or maybe after 10 years. I don't know.
Don't you feel sometimes bored writing and non-stop writing?
I do.
So what do you do then?
Stop writing. What to do? Just stop. I love what anybody who gets bored at their job does. It's a job now. It's no longer a hobby. So yeah, you do have rough days, and it's okay. You just kind of distract yourself and not push yourself. I'm not I don't have to keep writing. I can take it easy. I don't have to. I don't work in newspaper. You work in newspaper, you have to write. Otherwise, boss will say, "What will the paper is coming tomorrow." So although there's no deadline as such, there is some deadline when I do a movie script. But apart from that, and some columns have deadlines. Yeah, I do write columns. That can happen. That I don't feel like writing and I have